Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Happy Merry Monday. Welcome to my studio. I'm excited you're here. Today I'm going to share just quickly a quick flip through. Not a long one, I promise, super fast. So the journal, I did complete my Christmas journal that was made from all of our Merry Mondays over the last year and a half. Then I have a wonderful project for you, so don't go away because I have a fun, it could be a pocket tag or absolutely a gift pocket that can be used at Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthday, anniversary for your kids, your grandkids, your hubby, your best friend. So don't go away. You're going to see how to make these. They're super easy, super quick, and they are made from a 6x6 paper pad. You can, of course, do bigger or smaller. So hang on. Here we go. Alrighty, how is everyone? I hope you're all good. Okay, let's get busy because we got lots to do here. It's not going to be a long video. At least I'm trying not to make it a long video. We'll see. So I'm going to move these aside because this is our project, and I will be doing one in regular paper as well as Christmas. So don't go away. If you're not into Christmas, I have a regular one too. All right, so here she is. She's our big girl. She is right now sitting at 4 inches here. She has a 3-inch spine. He is 9.5 inches tall. He is 4 inches this way. And he's 3 inches on the spine. I should have made this just a 2 signature journal because honestly, he's a big boy. All right, let's go. So now for the cover, I added extra laces for strength on the edges. And I added a padded heart from the Padded Heart Company. And she is on Etsy, and you can find her there. She has all kinds of padded hearts. These were Christmas ones I bought many years ago, a couple of years ago, but I'm sure she'll have them again. And I would imagine if you wanted something in particular, you could probably ask her. So he is tied down with this beautiful grosgrain stitched ribbon, which is how this will come. And when you open it up, there you go. Look at this big boy. He is huge. Now, he's actually 9.5 by 7.2, 9.5 by 7.25, and it says 2.75. Well, I got news for you. The spine is 3, and definitely 4 inches in thickness right now. And then there are 192 pages. So, you know, this is something I made that was new. It was not in any of our videos. It's a piece I had left over when I put this together. And so I turned it into a pocket. Actually, there's a pocket there, one there, and one there. So you got a lot of ephemera on here. Let's see, did I make this a pocket? No. So that is going to be in the first page. Remember, I couldn't figure out what to put there. I'm not going to go through everything, but I am going to tell you that I did add paper clips to keep in certain things. And on the paper clips, I added, all the paper clips I put in, I added a Christmas charm. We do have these charms in the shop, okay? And we do have this lace in our shop. So if you need any of that, go get it. Alrighty. For any project you're doing, you've seen all of this. I have videos for this. I mainly just came back to show you, you saw everything. Oh, I did add tabs here. So if there's something new, I added tabs to all these little guys here. So we could fish them out of the pockets. And even then, I still find it a bit fiddly to get them out. But the tabs really help. So that was a good idea. And then I have added lace to the centers of each signature. Again, there's another, this one has a little vintage bell on it. We do have bells in our shop, or we will have if we don't. We should have them by now. As you know, I added all kinds of cards and things here. Then again, another paper clip with a tree. And let's see, you know, just things like I added that to that one because that wasn't there. And this one, I put a little something on the back. It's a little pocket that you could add something in. And I added a little bell there, another one of the vintage bells. But we do have regular bells in the shop. I just happen to have some old ones, right? So again, here I've added some lace that wasn't there before. There's a bell up here to keep this in place. So anything that was being tucked in, you know, I pretty much just added something to it to keep it from falling out, unless it's a glued in pocket like that one. Let's see. This one, I did not decorate these because these are for writing, so I just added beautiful gold strings. That one might need a paper clip. I'm beginning to think it might. We'll have to see. I'm actually thinking I'm just going to tuck it in there. All right. And then I added some goodies inside of that envelope. This one, I think I added the little charms there. I mean, the little vintage stars there. What else? Oh, paper clip here to keep that from falling out. And I added a beautiful little charm. I've added red and white vintage lace. All these lace, well, not all these, but some of these laces are vintage. And then this one, we added a tab. We've added another paper clip with a fun little charm, which I like because it all sticks out and shows you. And then we have some little bells hanging out there. So, you know, pretty much you saw, that's the only thing, there's nothing in that one. I'm going to have to find something for there. I keep forgetting about that, but it doesn't have to have anything there. So, oh yeah, and this one I just added some string, gold and white string to the tags I've left them plain for writing. So 192 pages of yummy Christmas. And I think the last video, Merry Monday, I did show you almost all of this. So you've seen what's in here. I think there's a little tag in there. Anything that didn't have a tag now does. So I did go through and make sure that, you know, we had tags and everything. And except for that last one, I'll have to look around and see what I have in my stash. Because, of course, I still have some Christmas pieces. But the thing I love the most is, you know, you see... Oh, let me see. Hold on, let me get them all out of there. They're stuck in their little spots. I've got bells and charms and lace and little tabs. And, you know, it has definitely got a lot of interest on the inside. As you could see, there is interest. You know, you've got things to look at when you open it. It's a very yummy journal. It's got weight to it. It ended up being double the size I wanted, but that's okay. I could have left just 2 signatures and filled them up to the max because honestly, a lot of this stuff isn't heavy, but together when it all adds up, and I just didn't want to take anything out. I wanted to put in all the things that we had set aside to do this. So, and then I wanted to show you that, yeah, he's completely finished. And here is his big old, I'm not going to try to put this on here because I'll tell you, it's a struggle. And originally I had put on Velcro right here, but it would not hold the weight of this journal. The size wouldn't hold the Velcro. They just kept ripping off. So it was like, not worth it, you know. I even tried gluing it on. It just wouldn't stay. So I thought, oh, that's just not going to happen, you know. So I know it's early for Christmas, but I wanted to share this with you. It's going to get put away till Christmas, or close to Christmas, probably November. At that time, I'll decide if I want to sell it. If I do, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you know when it's going up in the shop. So if you're interested, keep it in mind. If this is something that you really want, I just can't quite decide, and I will tell you, it will be a pricey journal, okay? Just so you know, it's not going to be an inexpensive journal. Because it's got a year and a half worth of ephemera and hard work and love and, you know, everything in it. So, plus it's got a lot of vintage and Victorian things in it and special things that were special to both myself and my mom. So, you know, it's not something I really want to. And the name of that is Santa's Vintage Christmas. Now, I forgot to tell you that the majority, there are journals, there are digitals from Sam Pool and from a Jewel Design. Now, Jewel Design has the kit that she made to go with this cover. She made a kit specifically called Santa's Vintage Journal and Vintage Christmas, Santa's Vintage Christmas. She actually made a kit to go with this, and she does, I believe, still have it in her shop. I know she put it in for July. I'll have to ask her. But you can go over there because a lot of the signatures in here, the center for sure, and the front and the back, and then certain ones through, are all from that. So if you want to make your own, you could go ahead and do that, okay? So just wanted you guys to know that the digital kit I used is from a Jewel Design on Etsy. And if you're not familiar and you're new, this is the Etsy shop. She did the majority of the Christmas papers with Santa's Vintage Christmas. So yes, I'm giving her a plug because she worked really hard to create that specifically. We created it together. It was a collaboration for that cover And so you can now go out and get it yourself. Yeah, isn't that exciting? I actually have a whole box full of goodies from that. So, okay, on to today's project. I don't want to take up tons of your time. So we have 2 of these darling little gift cards holders. They can be regular pocket in a journal, glued down on a page, or tucked in or stuck in a pocket. But if you don't want to use it as a pocket in a journal and you need something for gift cards, there you go. This is an Amazon one. It's the only one I could find. I had tons of these and I cannot find them anywhere. So you put that in there. You can put like a thank you here. You could put cash in the back and a gift card in the front, or you can do a double gift card. If it's somebody really special and you're giving them multiple gift cards, maybe one from the craft store and one from Amazon or whatever. Or you can just get a note card and put it in there. So here they are, and they are made from one 6x6 piece of cardstock, or excuse me, scrapbook paper, cardstock, whatever you want to make it out of, or just cut it out of your digitals, whatever you want. Christmas paper. You need something with a little bit of heft, though. I wouldn't make it too thin because you want it to stand up. And then the dangles are actually made from scraps from this. So we pretty much try to use all of it, all right? So I'm going to show you what I did very simply. I have a few bits and pieces here. I put them in an envelope so they wouldn't get lost on my desk, because you know how that is. So the first thing I did was I took the lovely 6x6 papers, looked at the right side up, and I slid it into the cutter at 1 inch. And whichever kind you want to use, I use a guillotine. And then you're going to turn it around, and from the opposite side, you're going to take 1 inch. Now, I'll tell you why. Okay, I took it off of there. I want to take it off of, let's see, which side did I cut it off of? Did I cut it off of there? Yes, I want to take it off this side now, so I'm going to flip it around and put it in there. I want to take 1 inch off this side, evenly. I'll show you why. Because if you work with something that is equal in size, you're going to want to slide it in and cut off your inch there, then turn it around, put it in. I'm not going to do it because I don't want this one cut up right now. Oh, this one's long because it's got its tab at the top. Oh, you know what? Let me cut the tab off. That'll make life easier for me. I'm sure I'm going to use this in something, so I don't mind cutting off the topper that's up there. Okay, will it fit in there now? Okay, well, anyway, you're going to cut off one side, turn it, cut off the other side, 1 inch in, okay? Because that way, no matter whether you're an all over print or a print that has a circle or a square or stuff, you know, you want to cut it off evenly so you have a nice center. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope so. So that's the reason I just did that. And it just kind of pulls it in, and we need this inch. You're not going to throw these away. We're actually going to use them. As you'll see, I've got some right here. And what I'm going to do next is I am going to put my cutter away for the moment. Although I won't put it too far because we're going to need it. If you have a scoreboard, get out your scoreboard, or get out your ruler and something, butter knife or whatever you want so you can score. And you're going to take this. Now, you have a top and a bottom to most of these. So you're going to flip it over. You're going to put whatever you want that's facing up that you're going to see. Put it down on and you're going to flip it around here. This is your top front, flip it over, and you're going to score it at 2 inches, okay? Then you're going to take it off, and you're going to fold it up. Now, I'll do that one on this one for you. Okay, this is going to be my top of my page. I'm going to flip it over because I want this. I want to see this, right? So I'm going to score it at 2 inches, and I'm going to fold it up because I want this as my top, and I want this as my pocket. Make sense? Okay, so we've got 2 going here. Now we have and we can put that away for the moment. Oh yeah, I'm going to do one more in a second. Then what we're going to do is we're going to decide what do we want for our second pocket, because what I want to do, I've got some of this left over from one of these other prints over here that I'm not using. So I want to place this. I can have the pink side up, or I can have the green side up. I think I'm going to go with the green side. And I know that this should be 4 inches wide. Let me double check. Because this was 6. We took off 2 inches, so it's at 4 inches. All right. But you see why I said an inch, because it gives us the perfect size for our pocket. And I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. Now don't throw that away. We're going to be using that too. Okay, we're going to use as much of this as possible. If there's some left over, you can use it on something else. So there we go. Now we have that. Now I like I'm going to take a bone folder, fold it down. Now I like my edges rounded. I don't like the sharpness of corners. As you know, I like it to be soft, but you can leave them square. Absolutely fine. All right. And then I'm also going to do a corner here because one of these is going to be down in that corner. Oh, no, I went the wrong way. It's got to go that way. Okay. So the corner's rounded up here. The corner's rounded up here. We want that to be the same. Then if you want to make a notch, which I'm going to do my thumb notch. I'm going to move them both up to the top of the page, get them centered. And then I am going to cut out my thumb notch. You can do this with a bottle or a jar, meaning, oh, those went flying everywhere. Meaning you could take your little bottle, lay it on here, go around it and cut it if you don't have any kind of circle punch. Okay, so you can just do it with a bottle and a pencil and your scissors. All right, the next thing I want to do is I like to ink. So this is, if you're going to ink, this is when you do it. So just a light amount. I'm not overdoing it. You won't really see it on here, but it does get rid of the white core of the paper. And many times scrapbook papers mainly have a core. So not so much your other paper, but occasionally. Now I haven't, okay, here we go. So I could flip it over and go to the pink, but I really want this to be green. So I don't know who this is going to. I'm pre-making this for my stash for Christmas gift cards, because every year I come up with a new gift card a new gift card holder that I put my girls' gift cards in. Now I made that too long on that side, so I am going to trim it. There we go. And I didn't do very good with that. Okay, let me try this again. I don't put enough glue on there. I'm going to put it on the sides, and I'm going to go down the bottom. I think I forgot to do the bottom. I was thinking belly band. I don't know why. All right, let's get that on there. Let's get it down to the very bottom. You have a second to move this art glitter glue. Literally, that's about it. Okay, and then I'm going to, because I cut that, I am going to kind of there we go. All righty. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to close this up, this pocket. So we're going to go right along the edge. And I would go as close to the edge as you can. I mean, absolutely as close as you can, because you want your gift card to fit in here. If you put too wide a strip of glue, it will not fit. It just fits. I mean, it's perfectly suited for your gift card. It's perfectly sized. Like Starbucks or Amazon, you know, restaurant gift card, if you go to Panera or someplace like that, you know. All right. So if you wanted, you could take another strip before you glued this down, and you could have added another color and made another pocket if you wanted. You could have made it 3 pockets depending upon what you wanted to do. Say you wanted to give cash and a couple gift cards. That'd be perfect. Or if you wanted to add it to a journal, you could have cut, before I closed it, I could have slipped it in there and given myself 3 pockets. So it's good to just pre-cut a bunch of these, because then you can mix and match all your papers. Now these all came from the same paper pad, so I know they're all compatible. Now I have to decide, do I want to put the same bottom on there, or do I want to use maybe one of these others to go across the bottom there? Totally up to you. Now what I do is, one of the things I've been doing is I cut a circle out of this little shorter piece. This piece is how big? This piece is 2 inches. So I'm only using a 1-inch punch. I get it in there, and I mean, I literally, excuse me, it is just giving me fits. Okay, I literally get right to the bottom. And it just fits in there. Then I cut this off. Okay. And then I stick it in, pardon me. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. I take my teeny tiny little corner rounder that I have, and I just cut off the corners of this tiny little 1-inch piece. There's a 1-inch circle and a 1-inch piece, and I do ink them both. This becomes part of a dangle, okay? And this one becomes, now I really like this, becomes part of what you don't see on these, a little tab that we put up here so that we can put a hole in there and hang a dangle or hang it on a string or do whatever you want to do. So the question is, do I want pink on there? No, I still don't want the pink. I keep going away from that on this particular one. So I want to get rid of the hard corners. And I do want to press that down. Okay. And I want to glue that on there. Okay. Put glue on both sides. Because what this does, it becomes a reinforcer for the hole that you're going to put up there. So if you hang it on your Christmas tree, or put a bow, or whatever you want to do, it would definitely, I think we're good with those. I just want to make sure that glue stayed there. That's where it was kind of the heaviest. And then you have that up there. Then you take your little punch, and you can pick whatever size you want. I have this as a mini punch. And I'm going to put a hole. Now, this might not be big enough because I was thinking on this one, I'm also going to put a little hole up here. Okay. But on this one, I was thinking maybe I could add some cording as if you're going to hang it on a Christmas tree. Oh, hold on a second. This is really old. This one's kind of a vintage cording that I've had in my stash for years. And I'm not sure if I can get that in there because this hole is really tiny. I might have to go to a bigger one. Yeah. Okay. I normally put a knot in there, but I think what I want to do is I want to go to a little bit bigger hole. So I'm going to grab my crocodile, and I'm going to go to the smallest of the two and make just a bit bigger hole. That's weird. It didn't punch. Okay, there. Little tiny bit bigger. Not by much, honestly. And now you have a lovely, you could just hang this from your Christmas tree if you wanted with gift cards on it for everybody. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, I think your family would get a kick out of finding their Christmas cards, or Christmas gift cards on the tree with their name on it. Because you could take one of these little strips, get a white strip and write their name on it, glue it onto the scrap, and then hang it on here. And then they can go find their favorite. I just did that. That wasn't brilliant. I don't know if it'll come through or if I'm going to end up ripping it. No, I'll end up ripping it. That was not brilliant. Okay. I can tell I'm not having the best time here. There we go. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. I don't think I'm even going to have enough to tie now. I don't. Okay, you can tell I haven't done this in a long time. I can't remember the last time I used cording on anything. I have it in about 2 or 3 different golds and, you know, the whole works. So, you could also add your little tab on the front or, you know, whatever you want. Yeah, this is what I was trying to do. I had a couple different ways I was going to try to do it, but I think this is probably the best. There you go. That's what I was trying to do. Goodness gracious. Tell you what. And, you know, you can load up your pockets with whatever goodies you may have. Where'd that Amazon card go? Ah, there it is. There. You could hang that on a tree. You could add a long bit of tag on there. I actually think this red would be great for a bit of a flag. See, that's not quite 4. It's kind of. Every bit of this can be used to make something. So what we would do with this one is we would make a little flag. And we would add, where'd that little one go? I had it here a minute ago, you guys. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Goodness. There we go. I'm going to make it with a smaller one because it doesn't need a big one. Okay, I can put one in front of the other. You can use any of the meshes. You know, we have the gold mesh in the shop. We have different snow meshes in the shop in the red and the green and things like that. Plus we have the gold snow mesh and a bunch of other stuff. You could add that to add a little sparkle. You could do all kinds of fun things. I mean, the options are pretty endless. Let me grab some gold here. I'll show you what I have in mind. Now you could add a special charm or a key or something you wanted to give the kids. Maybe you're giving them a car for Christmas. Very generous parents or something. So I want to see what I have that maybe would look cute on there. I don't care for that. How about that? That might work. We do carry the Christmas charms in our shop. We do have a bunch of those. We're getting more in. Getting another set in. So we have charms and we have laces and chiffon lace and chiffon ribbon. We've got the reds and greens and golds. Everything you could possibly want. I mean, literally everything you can want. You may not need it now, but I will keep reminding you when it gets closer to Christmas, and maybe you're making gifts. I'm already starting my Christmas gifts. I never have time at Christmas. So I've learned to start whenever I can. So look at that. Isn't that cute? That makes a really cute little dangle. And like I was saying, you could put their name on there, maybe in a, add another piece of white paper on there with their name, something that you've printed out or handwritten. And put a little note in there, add some cash. You can hang that on the tree. Everybody can go looking for it. Or it's a great gift for a friend. Now, you're thinking, well, I'm not ready for Christmas. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to put all these things together because I still have one more to make, which I will do off camera. I'll make this one over here. And probably this one, I may add a different color. Oh, that one might be pretty on there. Or I might do the green, you know. But I've got all the pieces here ready. And then, you know, I've got something to put in there. And then, of course, I will find more tags and goodies to add to that. Let me put these guys away so I don't lose them, the ones I haven't worked with yet. And like I said, there was a reason we went one by one. You could see why. And so you don't lose your main print. That was the whole point of that, I believe. Now, okay, we've done Christmas. I think we're done with you. You can go off now and have a nap. You guys are good. We'll set you over here for a minute. I'm not going to put these things away because we're using them all right now. As you know, I get quite a pile on my desk of tools. You should see me when I was creating these. The first time, oh my gosh, I probably had about 10 different things on my desk to cut with. Now this one, now we have, again, this is a 6x6. And it's a double-sided, which I like to use. Now you can decide which do you want as your front, and that moves up, or do we want it like that? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to take off an inch. You don't have to do it this way, but it gives you those pieces perfectly. Gives you the 1 inch extra little thingy. However you have to do it to get it one off of each side. Or you can go 1 and 1. Just do one cut and then do another 1 inch cut. Doesn't matter. As long as this is 4 inches, which now I'm thinking I cut that really crooked. Let me see. Did I? It's all right. Okay, it's good. Okay, then I have to think, well, I want this inside. So I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to fold it up. There we go. There you go. There you go. Isn't that cute? Super cute. All right. You could do it with single-sided paper as well and just have it white in here. Write a note to somebody or even line it with something else. It's up to you. Okay. So again, I like mine rounded, so I'm going to round everything. Now let me see. I'm going to flip this over actually because I want it to fit. It's going to be at 4 inches, so we need our cutter. So this would be great for a girlfriend gift, a happy mail gift, a spouse, a child. Guys not in pink, of course. Well, you know, maybe your husband or your spouse or your partner likes pink. I shouldn't say that because a lot of men do like pink. A lot of men love pink. My husband has some pink shirts. He doesn't wear them very often, but he will if I ask him to. So now I want to move that up here. Oh, it's actually going to go this way. And I am going to cut in my 1-inch notch. Try to be more in the center this time. That was pretty bad, that last one. I never get in the middle. Hello, there you go. They're flying. They're all over the floor. I'll clean that up when I'm done. Bring that down. Isn't that pretty? We've got such a pretty little tag. Now, if you think, oh, I don't really like that. It's blah. It doesn't do it for me. I want it to be pretty. You could definitely get out. I know I have some single-sided papers. You could add a paper to that. Let me see if I have something that's a better pink. Maybe you want some bigger roses on there. Or you want some, gee, that's really pretty. I don't know. I'm trying to find something that looks good with this but doesn't compete. Probably, oh, that one's cream. Oh, that's pretty. So you could cut yourself a 4-inch piece, put it in there, and have a different inside. Or you could add another pocket if you wanted. You know, it's up to you. I could add another little 1-inch strip and put it in there. Maybe I'll do that just to show you what I was talking about. I hate to lose this piece, but I'll use it for something, I'm sure. Okay. So, remember I was saying you could add one more pocket? Well, I would add it right here. And then you could have that there, and you can have that up there. And wouldn't that be pretty? I'm trying to decide where do I want to, I guess I'll do that. I cut that super crooked. I did such a bad job. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm going to round the corners again at the top. Here's my bitty pieces. I don't want to lose those just yet. Okay. And then what I'm going to do so that it matches, I am going to put it on here, put it inside the thing. Because that way if you're crooked in one place, you're crooked everywhere. So at least it's consistent. Okay. There. All right. Now we're going to get a little bit of ink. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Victorian velvet on this because I want it in the pinks. I want a little dimension for this. I'm using whatever's on my dauber here. And then I definitely want to use it on here. Now, what I want to do is I want to put this one on here first, I think. Well, no, I think I will put it together like you normally would. I just won't close it up just yet. I'll show you what I mean. Let's go like this. And like this. And like this. So what are you guys up to? Anything exciting? Making any fun projects? Are you back to crafting? I know school starts pretty soon for all the kids, so if you're babysitting your grandchildren, I imagine they're about to go to school. Oh, my middle granddaughter, Lizzie. It's her birthday next week. She will be a big 13. Oh my gosh. And I just got the senior pictures for my oldest granddaughter, who will turn 18 in December, but she got her senior pictures. She's starting her senior year the first week of August. Both my granddaughters go back to school. The 4 youngers are already back in school. They are homeschooled, so they are already on their homeschool program where they live in Arizona. So they are back in school already. Now I kind of held that in place because I didn't want it moving. I figured I could just do it like a little at a time. Sometimes I do that if I'm concerned with how it's going on, you know, if I don't want it to move on me. There we go. So we have 3 pockets. I did cut it off to the side a little, but that's okay. Nothing has to be, you could have them all over. You could have one over here, and one over here. I might do that another time too. Get creative. Then I'm going to close this up very close to the edge again because we really want this to seal. Burnish everything down. Now if there's anything that's off, you can just do a quickie little trim, and then you can take your ink and just go around the edge again just to make sure you got it all if you're inking. And there you have it. Now for this one, I want to put some kind of a fold up there. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do that one, or do I want to do that one? I think I'll do this one. Let me, oh, there it is. Like, where'd it go? I'm looking right at it. So we're going to do our circle punch here. Get it right to the end because we want to use the rest of that, remember, as part of our dangle. And then you're just going to cut that off, and you got yourself your perfect little dangle here. You can round your edges, you can clip them, you can angle them, whatever you want, but you're going to turn this little scrap into part of your dangle. If you want to use a dangle, if you don't, that's okay too. Sorry, I have to bang it on the table to get all those little bits out of there. And then this one we're going to fold in half. Well, before I do that, I am going to, where to go? I am going to ink it. I'm just using what's on the dauber because I had inked it out before. And then you just put that up there. And that is where your punch is going to, your hole punch is going to go. There you are. You got that on there, and that is going to give you where you punch a little hole to put a tag or dangle in. If you want one, you don't have to have one. But like one of these little pieces can be part of your dangle. I think this would make a great dangle. I'm going to actually make a little flag out of that. Cute, right? Put those together. Now, if you wanted and you weren't crazy about the sharp edges there, you could just give it a tiny little clip on the corners. And then you go like that. And then we add a little punch. And we want to put a little one up here. You could tie a beautiful ribbon, silk or satin or chiffon ribbon up through that whole bit, put a bigger hole in it. Or you can add something pretty. Let's see. I've got some pretty little, oh, what that's on there for. Got a pretty little pink butterfly charm, and we can put that on a bulb pin. Oh, and by the way, we did get pink snow mesh in. Now, snow mesh is great with this. Let's see. Do I have a pink set here? I thought I cut a piece of pink the other day that I wasn't using. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here's a piece of pink snow mesh I can add up here. I like it because it's embossed. It like has, it's raised. It has a texture to it. It's not flat. So what I want to do is I'm going to put this one on first. I'm going to put this one on. Then I'm going to pin this in here. And then I'm going to add my flag. If I feel like it's too long, I can trim it. And actually, I could just go ahead and make a little flag out of the mesh. I don't know how well you'll see it, but I mean, you will up close. You just won't see it on the camera. But there, that shaped it a bit. And then you just put that on there. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm in love. Wonderful gift. Then you can put something down here. You can, I got that crooked so we can get lace on there maybe to cover it up. Let me see how much time we have. If I have time to do any decorating with this. I am going to clean up my mess here because I did leave a kind of a mess on my desk. Got, see, look at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things on my desk. Plus the paper is 10. There's always stuff. That means I'm working and I'm creating and I am having a blast, by the way. I'm totally enjoying all of my creative time. Okay, let me see what we got. Let me see if I have time to decorate this up. I would love to decorate this. So let me see if I have time to do that with you guys. These are so fun. I'm going to make a ton of them and put them aside because I think these are a great stack your stash too. See that? Cute, right? Let me show you that one. It has a pretty little bow and it's got all the pretties on it. Hold on. And it's got stars and it's all full. The pockets have goodies in them. Yep. This one has a pretty little bow and I added a pretty gold. And then this one, look at this one. This was the last one I did with you guys. And I would add more in these pockets. They'll need more things in them, but I just wanted to show you how it goes. We have a few minutes, so I probably could go ahead and do something with this. Since I don't really like what I did at the bottom there, I want to put something else there. I'm looking to see what I have. I could like cut some lace or what could I do? Now these laces, I believe I got, these are Triple V Vintage. Bernie. Hi, Bernie. Not sure if you're still watching, but if you are, hello, hello. I hope you're well. Hope you had a great time at the retreat. Yeah, see, I would add that to make it pretty. We have lots of different laces in our shop. Oh, I have the best lace for that. Do I have it close by, though? Let me look real quick. Oh, yeah, I do. We have this in our shop. This is the best lace ever. I love this lace. It's hard to find little thin laces, and we have this great lace. We also have a lot of the sheer bridal lace, which is in all different sizes, but they're tiny and they're great for stuff like this. So there we go. I was thinking I might want that on the bottom to bring in the white from there maybe. I could do a little, let's see what I could do here. Let me see what I could do. And then I was thinking this is kind of wide, so I could cut it in half. That way I have more lace to play with. Really, you can stretch your laces quite a ways if you get creative. So I was thinking about that and then that on top. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yes, we do carry this. So, and I'm telling you that so that you can make what I'm making. You can find all these lovely things because everyone will always ask me, well, where can I get this? Where can I get that? So we started carrying things that you were asking for. And that way you can make all the pretties you want. So let me glue this on. I don't like that end. That's a mess. Okay. Been using this glue, so I'm hoping, although the air conditioner's on in here because it's 90 degrees out today in California. It's a beautiful sunny day with a light breeze, but it's a 90-degree breeze. We are suffering from the heat like everyone else. Thank you for all of your concern about the fires. We are not anywhere near the fires. They are in Northern California. I reside in the central coast of California, meaning closer to the coast, in the center of California. I'm on an eggland country. We do get fires here. Do not get me wrong. We just had some doozies, but they're more out in the countryside where we aren't, in the flatlands, and they're more in other places that aren't close to us, but it doesn't mean it couldn't happen here. I know it could. But the more they build around us, the less likely, you know, less grasses and things that can catch fire around us, because we're becoming more and more urbanized and less egg and less natural land. Less trees, less everything, you know what I mean. So, okay. Oh my goodness, I know how to make a mess, don't I? Put this away. So, trying to think if I needed to tell you anything else about these. I think I've got everything. I think you guys would really enjoy making them. They are addicting. They are super fast. You can do an 8x8 or a 6x6. I would not go to a 4x4. If you do, only plan on putting those in your journal. They will not fit in your they won't fit a gift card. That's what I was trying to say. They won't fit a gift card if you go to the bigger size. I hate, sometimes I don't like these ball pens. I've started using more and more rings because I just find that these bulb pins are a royal pain to use. You know, I add a ring on to the card, then I put the thing on there, but I don't have any bigger rings. I need to order some bigger jewelry rings, you know, connectors, because these, but I mean, this is really cute and you can hang it up that way. It just, sometimes the thing gets caught. I mean, you can add words, you can add pearls. What pearls? Maybe I could add a few pearls to this. Now, these sheets of pearls we do have in our shop. They are fabulous. They are go-to because there is the giant all the way to the tiny, and you have quite a few of each size. So, you know, you're not having to, and then these are, they have sticky back, but these I recommend. Some are stronger than others. I would recommend maybe using glue on the back. I'm not sure what I want to do there, but anyway, I just wanted to show you what they look like, and then you can add, whoops, apparently I forgot to close the back. Again, great gift card for a friend, or, you know, whatever you want, or they're great in your journals. I mean, this is a fabulous pocket in your journal, honestly, it really is. And you can either, now see, you have a little room here, up here. It does take it to the top if you add another one. Otherwise, you're here, and it goes down all the way, and then this one sits up right there. So I think it's a pretty good way to go with your gift card holder. It just depends if you want to add that extra pocket for a note or goodies or journal cards or whatever you want. So there you have it, guys. This is our project for Merry Monday. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you will find these super useful as gifts and in your journals. And they might even be cute on the front if you're doing gift cards or, you know, holiday cards or whatever you're doing. Greeting cards. These would actually be fabulous on the front of a greeting card, wouldn't they? So, or even in your scrapbook journals or your scrapbook books, you know, your memory books. So, well, I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you all very soon, you guys. And I love you all. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.